And when you go to prison, you starting to see them like, man, this is not the life. And how I see, I was like, I see homies that, they got time. You already know how that goes. And for me, I'm like, man, I can't picture myself in that shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. I couldn't see myself doing it. That's why it made me realize about life, man. I'm like, bro, when I get out, I'm done. I ain't messing around, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you gotta leave your kids at a young age, you know what I mean?
Dirty to lie.
I was charged for a burglary, 459.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, they gave me 2 years with a strike. So from there, that's what it led on to I ended up in Tracy.
Oh, okay.
And then you know how they do the little intake to ask you, so how you be drinking and all that stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I used to drink on a daily basis, and then from then on, she was like, okay, we're gonna put you in the what's that, a rehab program
Yeah.
up there in Corcoran.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up in Corcoran.
That's how they get you, man. They just ask you, even if you said, man, I drink on the weekends or I snorted coke once, they're gonna
Yeah,
slap you into that drug program.
yeah, that's what they did.
So you didn't have no prior drug cases or anything like that?
That was my first adult case, actually.
Oh,
That
okay.
right now.
So no prior drug history or anything like that?
No.
Damn.
Hey, but you know what? I did got caught with a gun charge, right?
Uh-huh.
And they gave me 90 days, and after 90 days, they ad booked me and gave me my burger. Yeah,
Damn. So
yeah.
you weren't even in there on the burger.
Nope. I was in there for a gun charge, and then after my 90 days, there was like ad book.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So tell us about the gun charge. What were you riding, just strapped, or you got caught slipping with it?
Yeah, I had a piece on me when I was driving around, and that was it. You know what I mean?
Pulled you over and got you
Got me. Yeah.
on probation.
Nah, I didn't even get out. Actually I was on the run from juvenile.
Yeah.
When I got caught, I was already on the run, and then with a gun charge, and that was my adult case. Then from there, ad book to burglary.
Hmm.
That was it.
That's crazy. So they did all that in county jail while you were waiting.
Yep, Sacramento County Jail.
So you might not even have went to the pen if that burglary charge didn't pop up out of nowhere, huh?
Yep, nope. And I would have even got a immigration case.
Man, so it's just a breaking and entering.
Just breaking the internet.
That's crazy, man.
You know how
So
we was just going in and just like, oh, sometimes
yeah,
abandoned houses, you know what I mean? Go kick it in abandoned houses.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so
It seems like they weren't messing with you because you've been in juvenile hall, had
my
little time in
prior,
hole.
yeah, my
Yeah,
prior of
yeah,
burglaries and stuff.
because that being your first adult case, man, they sent you to the pen right away. That's crazy, man.
It wasn't playing.
So okay, you said you went to Tracy.
Yeah, I went to Tracy reception.
Okay, so when you pull up to Tracy, what's that like? You did mention that you was running with a black gang on the streets. So what was that like coming in being Asian and coming to the prison? Were you continuing your gang banging, or did you get with the homies right away? How'd that work out?
When you first walk in there, you're gonna see, some of the homies gonna look at you like you Khmer and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, Cambodian. It's like, oh yeah, we Khmer too. And then what I mean, from there, because it's like my first time and his first time, and we was like, oh man, we didn't know what's up. And then, but we know because we was in the boys' ranch, right? Not the boys, the branch. I mean, the branch. The homies over there, they either got people that's been to prison and came home, and then we're all together. So they been laced us up, in the branch. So
Right.
they was like, look, man, the homies, we get down together and stuff like that. And we was already programmed like that in the branch already. So when I hit to the prison, I already knew what's up because we already, it was already like that in the branch.
Do you remember some of the first homies you met when you got there?
I had a celly, man. He's out here in Stockton. I forgot his name. I still have him on my friends on Facebook though. But it's a couple other ones too.
Were there other Khmers there?
Yeah, one of them was Khmer. Yeah, one of them Khmer. The other one's Chinese and men and stuff and Hmong.
What was it like for you, man, pulling up to prison for the first time? I mean, you were young, you pull up, you see this place, man, and you see all these motherfuckers there. Was you tripping? Was you scared or anything like that? I mean, how was you feeling?
To be honest, for us to be in the system in and out from juvenile halls and all that stuff, it's basically you graduate to the big house.
Mm-hmm.
Now it ain't kids no more. Now you gotta deal with a grown adult now. You know what I mean? It's like, you be like, damn. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you were already programming and things like that. Did you ever get involved in anything where you had to fight or get involved with riots or anything, man? Anything in prison in particular that stands out to you?
Nah, not really, not necessarily. The only one that really though was like we had to get laced up was when I had to go to Centinela on the level 4 yard with the INS. You know what I mean? They had like 3 or 4, and then with INS and stuff in the gym. That's when it got really real though. You know what I mean? But all the other stuff, like, you know what I mean, like level 1, level 2. I never went to level 1, but level 2, it's more. You see how that program is.
Garbage.
It was all right. I didn't really have to do nothing though.
Yeah, I remember you on the yard in Corcoran, man. You kind of did your own thing, man. You weren't tripping, you know what I mean? And you were one of the coolest homies on that yard because most of the cats over there I wasn't really feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think most of us really do be on that drug though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. And I haven't talked about my experience about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm
In that yard, yeah.
yeah.
And I've been watching your video, man.
Man, you had pretty much cool little time, made it through, did your little bit of time.
Yeah, man. I met a lot of good homies, especially lifer homies too, that that lace you up straight up. And when you go to prison, you starting to see them like, man, this is not the life.
Mm-hmm.
And how I was like, I see homies that, they got time. You already know how that goes. And for me, I'm like, man, I can't picture myself in that shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to do this 10 years, man. If I have to, I'm like, man, I don't know if I might just go crazy because, man, I could, you know what I mean? That's how when you're young, you're like, man, I'm going to go all out.
Yeah.
So especially when you're around that age, and then if you catch it that much time as the homies catch, like football numbers, I think I'll go crazy, dog. I can't do it.
Man, I know. I trip out on the homies when I was on level 4 and shit. Like a gang of homies over there, triple life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Double life, or 100 years, plus 50.
I couldn't see myself doing it. That's why it made me realize about life, man. I'm like, bro, when I get out, I'm done. I ain't messing around, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you gotta leave your kids at a young age, you know what I mean?